Okay, Animal Farm, Chapter 2, brought to you by this nice edition here from the Folio Society. So remember in Chapter 1, Old Major gave this rousing speech about how the animals need to revolt in order to improve their lives. So he dies a few days later. And in Chapter 2, um, three other pigs, two kind of very clever pigs, and the third one that helps them. Spend the next, I think it's the next 3 months kind of pushing for this revolution to happen. They keep spreading. They keep reminding the animals of what Old Major said and how their lives are going to improve if they do this. If they get rid of the humans, and they're keep pushing for this. Kind of like everyone's, all the animals are going about their business that they usually do, but they're kind of in flux, wondering whether they should go through with this, and knowing that their ways that life is going to change, maybe for the better, but it's kind of uncertain. And we have, like I said, we have a pig named Napoleon. A little bit of foreshadowing there. Snowball. Those two are basically the masterminds behind pushing for this. And then they have Squealer, is another pig that it's kind of like their mouthpiece. He's very clever with words. Basically, can convince the other animals of anything that he says, and they keep pushing for this. Their opponent seems to be Moses the Raven, which is kind of makes sense because he doesn't really do any of the work. So why would he want to change the status quo? He's like kind of like Mr. Jones' favorite. Kind of just hangs out with them and doesn't have to do any work. So makes sense that he would be opposing this. And he goes around spreading this concept of Sugar Mountain, Sugar Candy Mountain. It's this place where when the animals die, they go to this really wonderful place called Sugar Candy Mountain, and it's like they live happily ever after with all, it's filled with sugar and everything that they want, and they live kind of happily ever after. So no need to change anything. Pretty soon, that when they pass away from this world, their lives will be just perfect then. So no need to go through this. So this goes back and forth with the pigs, kind of like trying to uh, ruin what Moses is telling them and opposing him and things like that. And at this point, Mr. Jones becomes a little bit negligent of his farm. He goes into this depression because he lost a lawsuit, and he drinks a lot. And he kind of like loses control of the farm in terms of like his farm hands uh, get negligent and get lazy, and he's kind of like not really doing a good job with the farm. And this all comes to a head one day when Mr. Jones kind of goes all day and forgets to feed the animals. So the animals kind of like, okay, well, we're just gonna break the doors down of the barn and feed ourselves. So they make a big ruckus there, just feeding off the food there. And Mr. Jones and the farmhands hear this commotion, and they go and try to whip the animals into back into obedience. Like, get out of the barn. We'll take care of the food, but you don't get to do this. And that's basically the straw that did it, that ignited the it's the incident that ignited the revolution. Collectively, they just get all the animals get angry and kind of revolt. It surprises, and it's completely takes Mr. Jones and his farmhands by surprise, because they've never even had an inkling that the animals were going to revolt or do anything like that in terms of disobedience. So they kind of get taken by surprise. The animals easily beat them and run them off the farm, take over the farm, and there you have it. They're kind of like almost pleasant, almost like surprised at how easy it was to do this, and like why didn't we do this before? And they go around getting rid of all the instruments that humans or Mr. Jones and his farmhands used to, the whips and the bits and all the tools that they used to make the animals do work. They get rid of all that. They the pigs say, we figured out how to, we've been teaching ourselves how to, they're kind of known as the cleverest of the animals. They're known how to read and write, so they replace the sign for the farm, replace manor farm with animal farm. They tell the animals this is going to be our new way of life. It's going to be called animalism. Obviously, a little their version of communism, and things are just going to be great from now on. They then go into the farmhouse where Mr. and Mrs. Jones lived, and they marvel at, look at all the luxuries that they have. It's all, and they lived like this on our backs, on our, for what we did for them. It's like, it's crazy that they're living in the lap of luxury and we're just like slaves to them. And what they decide to do, they're going to be like, we're going to leave this, we're going to leave this untouched. It's going to be like a museum as a reminder of what humans do to us, so that we know why we did this revolution. We're going to leave it alone, and they all decide no one's going to live in this house. We're going to leave it just as it is, because we don't want to have anything to do with the humans the way they lived. We're all going to be equal among ourselves. So then the Napoleon Snowball have come up with these 7 commandments, which they write with paint on the barn wall, just for everyone to see. This is how we're going to live from now. We're going to follow these 7 commandments. I'm going to look this up real quick. Also, there's a couple of really great, really nice illustrations in this book for this chapter. There's Mr. Jones still. This is prior to the revolution. Mr. Jones and Moses just living it up, just relaxed. And let's see. This is a shot of all the animals kind of like going crazy, just just realizing all the freedom that they have running around the farm, that they take over the farm. And finally, they have this is Snowball going up on a ladder to paint all the 7 commandments, where they will live by, all happily now without the humans. And the 7 commandments are, we'll go real quick. Number 1, whatever goes upon 2 legs is an enemy. Number 2, whatever goes upon 4 legs or has wings is a friend. Number 3, no animal shall wear clothes. Number 4, no animal shall sleep in a bed. Number 5, no animal shall drink alcohol. Number 6, no animal shall kill any other animal. And number 7, all animals are equal. So basically, most of them have to do with however humans lived. We don't want anything to do with that, because that's why we did this revolution, because that we're not going to live happily by living like human beings. And so that's up on the barn there for everyone to see. And then they're going to go out and harvest all the crops, and it's going to be just like perfect for them. They're going to give everybody the equal share. And then the cows start complaining before they go out to the harvest. The cows start complaining that they need to be milked, because after a while, when the cows get loaded up with milk, they just need to be relieved by milking them. So Snowball shows that he's able to do that. He's able to milk the cows. And after he does that, there's 5 pails of milk there. Everyone's kind of looking at it greedily. Well, what are we going to do with the milk? Wondering how this is going to be, dispersed among them. And Napoleon speaks up, forget about the milk. Just leave it the way it is. Leave it here. What we need to do now is concentrate on harvesting all the crops, so that we can all be ready to get all the food ready for us and get all the work done. All equal. Everyone does equal work, so that everyone gets equal food and equal benefits and stuff like that. And it's like, just leave the milk alone. So Snowball leads them all out to the farm. Everybody just goes along with it, leaving the 5 pails of milk behind. And coincidentally, Napoleon kind of stays behind. And then by the time the animals come back, the milk is disappeared, leaving it to wonder, or not really, what happened to the milk. And we see that right away, even before the revolution, but especially right after the revolution, the seeds of how this way of life is going to deteriorate is already planted in there. Because you see, the 3 pigs represent those the few that are going to already try to jockey for that authority position, to tell other people what to do, to try to gain some benefits out of this whole thing, out of this revolution. And it's like they do it in a way where it's like we're benefiting everyone, so no one's questioning it or anything, but everybody kind of just goes along with it. But I mean, if they were really going to do what they were supposed to do, what they said they would do, I mean, everyone would have an equal say. But no, they're going to no, this is what we're going to do, and everybody's just got to go along with it. And you could see clearly that it's not going to end well. But the way Orwell gets there, and we'll see in the next the chapters going forward is really, really clever, and it just kind of shows you perfectly, the parallel to the communist revolution and the communist revolution in Russia, and even in that one as well, you saw already as a revolution happens, you already saw a few people kind of get into that position where they're like dictating to everyone else how things are going to go, and go on from there. So the revolution happens, and we'll see how it goes from here, and how things will, whether the animals really get or all the animals really get the benefit that they're supposed to get from this new animalism and their 7 commandments. Okay, so that's all for chapter 2. I'll be coming back soon with chapter 3. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.